We've got baseball from the home of the 2015 World Champs, Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the New York Mets and the Kansas City Royals. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Jeff Samardzija, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, remember last year he had close to 200 strikeouts. A real nice season. He'll be looking to eclipse that this year, and he'll be looking to rack up quite a few in this one.
Alonzo Cochran makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Shortstop, number 6.
First pitch of the ball game is swung on and missed, and that's how we'll get things started this afternoon. These Royals' Eric Karros entering play here this afternoon. They didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, certainly no time to panic. You've got 161 more to go. You just need to put it behind you, come out, and play your brand of baseball. I will say, though, one thing's for sure, you don't want to start things out 0-2.
Samardzija's ready. Here's the 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Going after it is Gordon. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away. With that, here are Terry Collins' New York Mets. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if La Potencia, Yoenis Cespedes, can keep it going. He's a home run threat every time he steps into the box. If they want to shut him down, they're going to have to be careful and keep the ball low in the zone. Don't give him anything he can drive.
Into the windup and the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first is in time to take care of right, and that's the second out. And with that, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for Kansas City. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, you got to love having Alex Gordon in the outfield. Remember, he's a converted third baseman. It absolutely flies, gets a great jump, and really leaves it all out there out in the outfield. He's won 4 Gold Gloves in a row, 2011 through 2014. He's as good as it gets.
Bryant Tyner is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, Matt, there is some feeling that Jansen can struggle occasionally with pitches on the corners. I've seen both hitters and pitchers be confused by his calls on the black at times, so we'll see if that shows up in this one.
Gonna be a tough play. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. And now the Royals get their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Number 34 gets the ball for the Mets in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, remember, guys, he had 19 wins last year. One more would have been great. Could have had that magic 20, but still a real effective year. Maybe he'll get 20 this year.
Will Venable comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Royals, right fielder, Will Venable.
And a high strike there, 0-1. These Mets, EK, as they take the field here today, they were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, but most of the folks below us weren't all that happy, but that was a good way to get your season off on the right foot. 1-0 sounds a whole lot better than 0-1, but there's a long way to go, no question about it.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Here's his swing, and just foul, says the umpire, and he was right on that one. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, guys, Sal Perez is definitely a guy to watch right now. He's one of the best clutch hitters in baseball. If they can get guys on base ahead of him, they'll have a great chance to hang a crooked number on the board.
Stepping in, Lorenzo Cain. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball one.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Hit on the ground to short. Throw gets him, 2 down. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Eric Hosmer gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Had him out in front there as he takes strike 1 on the circle change.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Tap fouled at home plate. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Royals in the first. After an inning from KC, no score here on the show. Mark Piazza makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Samardzija into the windup. Here comes the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Hosmer is there for it. 1 away.
Maybe a pitch here that he's trying to do a little too much with. He just can't get on top of it and winds up an easy pop-out.
Basil Padilla will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
In there at the knees, strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
And we're going to check out that sequence right here on Show Track. The first 3 pitches all going to be down in the strike zone. So you've got the guy thinking he's going to see something else down around the knees. But that's when they change things up and change the eye level of the hitter, and they get that last pitch by him right at the letters.
Here's Lucas Duda now. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Strike three on a pitch in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. We'll see Alex Gordon to start things out when we come back. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And there is Alex Gordon. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Alex Gordon.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. And a good-looking swing there from Gordon, but he can't come up with it, and it's 0-2 now.
It doesn't look like the nerves are getting to him so far. He looks pretty good out there.
Ready with the 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
That's three straight pitches, all over 100 miles an hour. If he throws a changeup for a strike here, that guy's got no chance.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike three called anyway, and that's out number one.
And here this is one more time on show track. You can see it. He checked his swing there, and I think he did so in time, but you can clearly see that that pitch is in the strike zone, and I think ultimately that was a called third strike.
Here's Adam Lind. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Oh, that is a nice pitch right there. You kind of slow it down and give him that big breaking ball to start off the at-bat. Make sure he's not a guy that's looking to ambush that first pitch fastball.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, it's been something of a strikeout fest here to start this game off. Already 4 strikeouts now in the first 5 batters. Now that's going to be a tough pace to keep up.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Hit hard towards center, and that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Whoa, that's what you call chuck and duck right there. This ball's going to come screaming right back at him. He doesn't have any time to get the glove up, and it gets safely on into center field.
Mike Moustakas set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
First offering on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. One and one, here it is. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Ready on 1-2. Drives it to deep right field. Granderson going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Oh, man, he jumps all over this ball. Here it is again. Watch him just turn on this thing. There's so much torque in that swing. And he rips it down the right field line off the wall down there in the corner, and he's able to sprint into second with 2 bases.
Omar Infante to stand in. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Tyner sprinting after it, and that ends the inning. Royals strand a pair. Will move to the third with no score. Yoenis Cespedes will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Samardzija has his target. Here's the first pitch. Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah, sometimes you give a power hitter like this a fastball at eye level, and he just can't help himself.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Batting eighth, the right fielder.
Well, let's check the grip on that last split-fingered pitch. You can see how wide his fingers get across the top of the baseball, and that's what gives it the backspin needed to be effective.
Standing in now, Curtis Granderson. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Third inning, no score to this point. Hit hard to short. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Batting ninth, second baseman, Neil Walker.
Neil Walker will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Starts things with a splitter outside for ball 1. Swing and a miss. Little too anxious there. 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Hard liner to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Yeah, that's a 2-out hit here in the third inning. Maybe just a little something to get this guy out of his early comfort zone and put him into the stretch.
Alonzo Cochran will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
Yeah, but he hit it hard, though. He put a really nice swing on it. And we'll see if he can do that same thing right here.
And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball, 1-0. Two and oh.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
Two and oh count, and the pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. A runner on first with 2 away. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. This is line to left, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. More from Kauffman Stadium right after a quick break. Jimmy Rollins digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
The shortstop, Jimmy Rollins.
And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Hit to first. Duda's up with it. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The right fielder, number 25, Will Venable.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in now, the left-handed hitting Will Venable. First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Curveball close, but it's 1-1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Hey, if you like a good pitcher's duel, it looks like we've got one brewing right here. 2 outs now in the bottom of the 3rd, and both of these guys look like they have their good stuff.
Lorenzo Cain stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
0-1.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
0-1 count. Here it comes. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Tyner waits on it, and that's the third out. Former cover boy David Wright leads things off when we come back. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. And there now is David Wright. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
David Wright.
Samardzija gets the sign. First pitch on the way. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball one. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike two. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
But clearly no intent with two strikes, but you've got to make sure that pitch doesn't get away from you.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Swinging a soft liner. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting.
So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the fourth inning. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. Striding into the box, Bryant Tyner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the deep.
Oh, what a stop on the slide. Got him.
Oh, what a play.
Now batting, catcher, Mark Piazza.
Mark Piazza in now. Hopped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
Splitter here, and it's taken for strike one. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Back with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. Matt Vasgersian here as Eric Hosmer gets ready to start things out for Kansas City. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. Nope. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Drilled to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Boy, when you stroll to the plate with an 11-game hitting streak and then you bang out another base hit and take it to 12, you got a little swagger about you.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
Runner goes for second. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time.
A broken bat, little looper down to third. Keeping your focus on the baseball is the thing you have to do here, which is easier said than done when you've got a flying projectile heading your way. But he takes this one in, no problem.
Here's Adam Lind. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1.
Oh, and that's a good fastball right there. He might have been thinking about protecting against that sinker.
Nope.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Hit out towards second. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Yeah, and normally with him at the plate, you're going to see that defense in that big overshift. But with a runner on first base, they can't really do that much. So here, he just uses that to his advantage, and he finds a hole right through the right side.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2.
Now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, and that's a big second out right there, and that's going to keep that runner anchored over there at third base. So they may wind up not getting that first run across after all.
Mike Moustakas gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Boy, things are going from bad to worse so far. He's looking completely lost up there.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back to Kansas City in just a moment. Basil Padilla will stand in. He, of course, the most valuable player in last summer's All-Star game. First pitch on its way. Into the seats, 0-1. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch-out, one away. A look at our line score here through the first four, and as we've mentioned, just one hit for these guys this afternoon. Lucas Duda will stand in, the winner of last year's Silver Slugger Award for first baseman in the National League. Infield in the overshift here, now the pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Wow, no chance of getting on top of that fastball. I mean, that's helmet level right there.
Bases are empty, one man out. Well hit, but right into the teeth of the shift. On to first, and there were two down.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Yoenis Cespedes is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Splitter called strike 2, and I don't think he liked it. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Cespedes takes ball 4 there, and he'll head down to first.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Curtis Granderson will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and fight guys somehow.
A dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And he just manages to get his hand in.
Just checking.
And yet another throw over. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Samardzija sets. 1-0 on its way. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, You're going to have to take it to left field because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
Throw over to first, and the runner back. Here's the 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
It shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
2 out with the man at first. Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets strand 1. Halfway home, still no score. Omar Infante comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
To his left, Cochran. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Jimmy Rollins.
Ready now, Jimmy Rollins, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And now he's hitting left-handed where he's a lot more comfortable over his career. Tends to make better contact from the left side, so I think he's happy to be over there.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. 1-2, here it comes. And Rollins will lay off here, and he's worked the count back to 2-2.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Still 2-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
Well, that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. Well, he's got to be thinking he let one get away there because, you know, that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
Will Venable will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And he falls behind 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good arm action there, but this one misses, and it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. KC down in order. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Neil Walker will dig in now as he'll lead things off for the Mets in their half of the 6th.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bat explodes as this has popped up.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
A windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Yeah, nothing on the scoreboard yet, so maybe this can be a start as he's on base to lead off the inning.
Cochran.
Alonzo Cochran comes forward for another shot after being robbed of a hit in his last at-bat. And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both the southpaw and a right-hander get loose. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And there's ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Line toward right center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. And he is in there.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
David Wright will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
This is hit high and deep out to left. Looking up is Gordon. Gone! David Wright with the 3-run home run. And the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, this is a pitch he'd love to have back. You can see where it is. Catching way too much of the plate. Now he's going to have to start this inning over from scratch, but with already 3 runs on the board.
Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound. And he'll signal for the bullpen. That's going to be it for Jeff Samardzija. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Robert Moeller will take over on the mound now here in the 6th inning.
Number 17, Robert Moeller. The batter, center fielder.
Stepping in now, Bryant Tyner. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Lifted in the air to center. Kane will wait on it. 1 gone.
And really, from what we've seen here so far this afternoon, balls just don't seem to have a whole lot of carry to them, and this was another example right there.
Mark Piazza will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
First delivery to him on the way. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Gordon is there, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
And you'll see where this pitch is. It's up, but it's up far enough that he can't quite get on top of it. And he winds up lifting a lazy fly ball.
Basil Padilla will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a pitch popped up. Should be enough room for Perez behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. But the Mets strike for 3, all coming courtesy of this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's 3-0 New York. Lorenzo Cain will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Dribbled back toward the mound. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
So 1 gone in the inning now, and that'll bring in the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. And he lays off there, 1-0.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Hot shot down the line. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
And I'll tell you what, a 3-0 lead with the way this guy's throwing must look like a 10-0 lead to these guys. I mean, they just haven't been able to solve him at all so far.
Alex Gordon will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
Well, not a great start at the plate. We'll see if he can get something to drive right here.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And they go away here. It's a cold strike, 0-2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
Slapped hard the opposite way. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Well, they just kept going away, and then finally he just said, might as well hit it to the opposite field. So that's a great approach right there, and it nets him a base hit.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and here's the designated hitter, Adam Lind. He's ready now. The pitch in tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
And there he goes towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw, and he'll be tagged out at second base, trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Royals. Still down 3-0. Back here at Kauffman Stadium here in Kansas City. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Lucas Duda will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Yeah, good thing we don't get paid by the hour, man. This game has flown by.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. They'll ride the hot hand on the mound as this man will stay out there after the 1-2-3 inning last time around.
And the more important set of numbers is that he got that 1, 2, 3 against the guys hitting in the middle of the lineup 3, 4, and 5. So now as a reward, he'll get to match up with the bottom portion of the lineup here.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, he got caught chasing those first 2 pitches out of the strike zone, but I think he's kind of caught on to their game now. Those are 2 good takes to get it back to 2-2.
The 2-2 pitch. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Wow, a real sharp break to this thing. It's a slider. He starts it out over the middle of the plate. Now the hitter thinks he's got something that he can handle, and then this thing just makes a beeline right for his hands. That is a tough pitch.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Since coming in the 6th, he's knocked down 5 in a row, giving him a real lift out there.
So 2 gone in the inning for Curtis Granderson. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Gordon is in his tracks now, and he will put it away to retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Adam Lind steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at-bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the pitch. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one.
Well, he started off this way, and he continues on. He's throwing first pitch strikes to 80% of the batters he's faced, and we're late in this ballgame, and that's why he's on top.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot that time for Adam Lind. And the Royals are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
And even though this is only one run, this is important. Not just because it gets them on the board, but also because they needed something to get the dugout going a bit. Give them some life.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And that's through for a hit.
Some guys, you almost do them a favor if you pitch away from him. Here, he's just doing what he does best. Great balance here. Good swing path, and he drives it the other way.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
A runner at first with no outs here. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Well, because of his strong play in both of the 2014 and 15 postseasons, some might forget that as recently as 2014, he was splitting time between the big leagues and AAA. Cespedes will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
He continues to pitch well out there. Here's his pitch breakdown so far.
Omar Infante steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
That's yanked into the stands, strike one. The 0-1 on its way. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Runner at first here, 1 man out. On the ground to short. Could this be 2? Here's Walker for 1. Back to Duda. A double play, and the inning is over. Well, the Royals draw one closer thanks to this solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Mets 3 and the Royals 1. Neil Walker will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence. But he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Hit on the ground to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Well, here's another look. This looked to be a fairly routine play. Just might have hit him, though, on the heel of the glove, and now they've got a leadoff base runner.
Into the box now, Alonzo Cochran. That's popped up out towards short right field. Infante onto the grass, makes the play, one away.
Popping it up is bad enough, but doing it on the first pitch, and out of the zone to boot. I mean, this just is not a good AB. I can tell you that.
David Wright will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. He waits, now the pitch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Infante for one. And nearly a double play. That was closer than I thought it would be, and the inning will continue.
That's a very alert play right here behind the plate. Take a look at how quickly he gets out of the crouch and then pounces all over this ball. And now he's thinking second all the way, and he winds up getting that lead runner.
In now, Bryant Tyner, as he swings at the first pitch and sends a chopper out to short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Mets leave one, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Jerry's Familia is out from the bullpen now, as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. So the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins, will get his third shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous two trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play. He's just not getting that solid contact that you're looking for when a guy is really seeing the ball well.
Throw will not be in time, as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
I tell you, when it's done right, it looks so easy. I mean, this ball is put down almost equidistant from all three guys that had a shot at this. Perfectly done.
Will Venable will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
He's set. Here it comes. Chopped foul right at home plate. Nobody out, runner on first. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Got a piece. It's 2-2.
Yeah, the velocity's good here, but I'm not so sure about the location. That was right down the middle.
A runner at first with no outs here. Runners on the move for second. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Oh, and forget the double play. It's under his glove. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out.
Well, I'm not sure if this was a planned hit and run or just a straight steal. If it was a hit and run, he got it all backwards here. As a left-handed hitter, he's got to know the opening is going to be to the shortstop side of the bag. Either way, he does manage to get the job done, so I guess I shouldn't be complaining.
Pause, now the pitch. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes.
And here's one of those times where the Royals have to start finding key hits.
There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Runners are at first and third with none out. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That's a big strikeout here with that tying run still at first. And now you're basically a ground ball away from getting out of this.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Eric Hosmer. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Not close. It's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. Runners are at the corners with one man out. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
The left fielder, number 4, Alex Gordon.
Alex Gordon will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit, it still hasn't shown up yet. And like you say, you've got the bases loaded. You just wonder how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. That's lifted the other way out to left. After it is Cespedes. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. And they'll get a step closer. It's a sac fly to make it a 3-2 game now.
And with one out and the bases loaded, this isn't the worst thing that could happen to you if you're out there on the mound. They do give up one run with the sacrifice fly, but with 2 outs now, they're much closer to avoiding what could have been a huge inning.
Here's Adam Lind. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Runners left in scoring position, one of the big keys to this ball game so far. A softly hit ball here, foul, off to the left side, and it's strike 2 now. Big spot, 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Royals settle for just the 1. 9th inning coming up. The Mets are out on top, 3-2. Mark Piazza will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all-or-nothing type hitters. But, hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
And this is going to be just foul down the line, as that had double written all over it. Offers it that one a little late, and it's 2-2 now. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
And, you know, working inside is great. Even backing guys off is fine when the time's right, but you need to be careful here in the late innings when your guys are already down.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
If you're looking for a good way to add to a 1-run lead, a leadoff walk never hurts. Let's see how they want to play this from here.
Basil Padilla will bat now. He popped out in foul ground last time.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And a rather easy first out.
Well, here it is again. Look at him just bury this one right at the letters. And you can see it. He got him to pull off the swing a bit and just pop it straight up.
Here's Lucas Duda now. As he'll line this one foul to the right side out of play, it's strike 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
One and one, here it comes. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, there it is. Hat trick, my friend. That's a 3rd strikeout of the game. You know, luckily, his guys are winning, so it kind of lessens the blow, but actually, not so much.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. struck him out, so it remains a one-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. Mets strand one, but they still lead it 3-2. Rolando Henderson is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Rolando Henderson.
Leading off the inning, Salvador Perez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by one. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Drilled on the ground to short. Cochran is there, and the throw to first is in time, one gone.
With him in there trying to preserve a one-run lead, the first thing he wants to do, don't let that leadoff hitter get on base to start the inning. That's a nice way to approach things. Now he's just 2 outs away from wrapping this one up.
Mike Moustakas will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Shot toward right center, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Making a bid here to get on base is the potential tying run. But this ball just didn't want to drop for him and winds up finding the outfielder's glove.
Omar Infante to stand in. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1. Scorched to third. Right is going to be in time to get him. And the Mets have earned a sweep here in this brief 2-game series as this ball game is over.
Well, it's just 2 games, but it sure sounds a whole lot better to say that they swept the series and they'll make it back-to-back victories here in this quick 2-game set.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And this is what you want out of your starter. Gives him 7 strong innings, sets things up perfectly for his bullpen to get the final 6 outs. He's going to walk away with a victory. Good job.
This afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Mets come out on top 3-2. So long.